So today we're taking the Kia in for a service, and it was supposed to be back in April, because April was the year anniversary of getting it, so it's supposed to be done then, but there was this kind of pandemic thing, you may have heard about it, so we had to reschedule it for now, so obviously it's quite late. The service, as part of the lease agreement, because I'm leasing this car, I have to get it serviced, and the service either has to be a year or 10,000 miles. Ironically, it's just kind of past 10,000, so it's at 10,049 at the moment. No idea what they do as part of that service, so it's going to be a bit interesting to find out. On their notes, it says that they do a wash and vac, that bit I'm excited about, anti-perforation warranty body inspection, and a courtesy car. The courtesy car is very exciting because we're getting a Soul EV to try. It also says this, that there is a service action pending for your car. This is not a safety recall, although it's an important action that will be completed during a service visit. And when they left a message on my answer phone to say, voicemail I should say, answer phone makes me sound like I'm back in the 80s. So they said bring the power lead box. So I think they're recalling that, maybe going to replace that. I've no idea what the power lead box is. I think it's the granny charger, the 3-pin lead. But I've added in my notes that I'd like them to look at the charging port, which sticks in the winter, and just to update the software and the maps, which is something we can't do in this country easily because Kia don't allow it. They seem to allow it in other markets. You can just go onto their website and download the firmware and everything, and you can do it yourself, but not so in the UK, it seems. That's not too bad though, is it? After a year, just having a charging port sticking and just wanting the software upgrade. So £79 is obviously cheaper than it would be if it was a petrol diesel car, but really electric cars, they don't need very much looking at. So the one thing that is quite a common service issue is the climate control filter, or the pollen filter, I think. So it'd be interesting to see if that gets replaced. Yeah, other than that, okay, let's see what they do.
We are now at the Kia shop thing. This is Aurelia waiting, and I can see a beautiful car over there. If this is the Soul EV, is it? I think so. Oh yeah, it's written Soul. This is a nice car. I like the shape much better than the Niro.
Okay, so we had the service, and as expected, everything was absolutely fine. They did a battery check, and they said that was perfect. The only slight disappointment, I suppose, is that I didn't get one of these battery information sheets, which is what I got when I serviced the Leaf. So on here it would say, yeah, it said advice for your usage, and then it gave like little stars and things like that. So it was quite clever really that it was able to say long-term parking with high state of charge, so it knocked me down a star. This is with the Leaf, because that's true, because when I had the Leaf I did leave it at 100% for a long time once. That was before I knew that was bad for the battery. So it would have been nice if Kia had given that, but what I did get was the checklist, so it tells me what they did, so I'll tell you what that was in a minute. And these sheets here, which is also what I had on the Nissan service, and it goes through all the different things like seat belts, pollen filter, which was fine. That was one of the things that some people on the internet had said can be an issue with Niros, but it was absolutely fine. Warning lamps, all that sort of stuff. The tyres. One thing was that we had a puncture. We had a nail in one of the tyres. And what they do is they go around with a video camera and they show you all the underside of the car and the brakes and things. And that showed that the tyre had a puncture, which they very kindly did for free, which was very good of them. I was having issues with my mobile phone signal all day, so I think they probably tried to call me, and I imagine I've left a message. But anyway, they just got on with it and did that for free, so that's very good of them. So my experience with Kia and Canterbury anyway has been extremely good. They're all very friendly, very professional, and yeah, I was really pleased with the service. So what were the things? I asked them to do 2 things, didn't I? I said firstly the charge port sticks, and I just had a quick play with it, and it seems better, I would say. It seems silky smooth, so I'm not sure whether they did anything with that. They may have just put on a bit of WD-40 for all I know, but it does seem better anyway. And the second thing was about upgrading the software, which when I got there they actually said that would be a £25 fee to do that. So I said no. If there's not something that's like really badly wrong with it, then I'm not going to bother with that. And they said yes, there was a recent map update that they could do, but I never use it anyway. I never use the maps, so because I just use CarPlay and Google Waze or whatever. Yeah, I didn't see the point of doing that. Obviously, any Tesla owners watching this will say, well, we don't have that problem, and of course you're right, you don't have that problem. Although I would argue, after 1 year of service and having no problems at all, I think that's probably better than many Tesla owners experience. Let's get ready for the hateful comments now. So what else did they do? Right, so the box, that was the thing, that was their service action. They said that the charger lead needed something doing to it, and what they did is they added a rubber cover to it. And I didn't know they had done this until we'd already gotten back, because I didn't check when we were at Kia. I'm not entirely sure why they did it, but my guess is on looking at the actual box, it's a bit scuffed on the plastic, and perhaps that's liable to come off. And obviously then you're exposing yourself to wires and things like that, and especially if it's raining or something. So I imagine that's the reason they've added the rubber cover. And I asked on the Facebook group that I'm the admin for, they said that, or a few people said that they haven't had it. Some people said that they had it from day one. So it's so it's a strange one. I don't know, it seems a bit inconsistent that some people get it and some people don't. So yeah, what else is there to say really? Yeah, as I say, Kia were fantastic. They topped up the screen wash. I mean, what else can they do? Oh, okay. So I was talking to the mechanic. We've got some mechanics that live just There's some mechanics that are just down there, and yeah, he was asking how much the service costs and all that, and he was saying, well, they don't have to do anything, do they, on an electric car? And so no, that's true. Yeah, they don't really have to do much. Because going for a service in a normal ICE car, think of all the things that they have to go through, like cam belts and all that crap, spark plugs, everything. Oh, it's so much better having an EV. Anyway, let's just tell you what they do. So this is their 10,000 mile 12-month service. Check vehicle for outstanding recall or service campaigns. Well, that's what they did. That's why they added that rubber. Conduct ECO scan using KDS and print out result. I'm guessing that's what that is, all these sheets. That's my guess. Conduct diagnostic self-test using specified tools, yes. Check cooling system for leaks, yeah. Inspect high voltage cables and connectors. Check operation of handbrake and adjust as required. Inspect brake fluid. Inspect brake lines, hoses, connections. Inspect front and rear brake pads, brake pedal travel, drive shaft boots. Inspect steering gear linkage and boots. Inspect operation of steering and free play. I don't know what free play is. Okay. Inspect suspension ball joints, tighten chassis and body bolt nuts, look at the underbody including high voltage battery case cover. That all looked fine in the video. You could just see some scratches, but it looked fine. Tighten wheel nuts, inspect air conditioning, check all fluids, top up, check lights, wiper washers, horn, blah blah blah. Check condition of battery using Midtronics tester and record condition. So I wonder whether that's the same as that Midtronics tester, the thing I got for the Leaf. It's a shame, I would have liked to print out of that. Anyway, check external mirrors and whatever, check and lubricate hinges, locks, lubricate sunroof mechanism if applicable, inspect seat belts, inspect tyre mobility kit, and check expiry date, check high voltage charging port, sealing caps, flap operation. So they do that, okay, so check high voltage charging port, sealing caps and flap operation. They do that as part of the service anyway then, by the looks of it. Carry out road test, fully charged high voltage battery prior to returning car to customer. Oh, did they do that? Did they do that? No, they didn't do that. No, because I'm on 68%. Check condition and pressures of all tyres, including spare. And there we go. Yes, so that's it. So I think that's all there is to it. So the service after 1 year, the e-Niro has been really perfect, which you knew already. There was nothing I was complaining about anyway. So it's fantastic. And the courtesy car, we had, of course, the Soul EV all day, and that was wonderful. And the video for that will come very soon. And do subscribe, press the bell icon to be notified of other videos. And thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye for now.